A father's love is one of the most selfless and powerful forces in the world. It is not defined by financial status, material possessions, or social standing. Whether rich or poor, a father's love is priceless because it is rooted in sacrifice, care, and an unwavering commitment to his children's well-being. While society often equates success with wealth, a father's value cannot be measured in monetary terms. His love and devotion remain constant, regardless of financial circumstances. A father, whether he has great wealth or struggles to make ends meet, works tirelessly to provide for his children. He wakes up early, puts in long hours, and often pushes himself beyond his limits just to ensure that his family has a roof over their heads and food on the table. His sacrifices may go unnoticed at times, but they are the foundation upon which his children's future is built. A rich father may be able to afford luxuries, but a father who struggles financially still finds ways to give his children everything they need. Perhaps not in material wealth, but in love, guidance, and wisdom that money can never buy. Many children grow up believing that financial success is the ultimate marker of a parent's ability. But as they grow older, they begin to understand the true worth of their father's efforts. It is not about how much he could afford to buy them, but rather about how much he was willing to give of himself. A father who comes home exhausted, but still finds time to ask about his children's day, who teaches them life lessons through his actions rather than his words, and who makes sure they never feel alone. This is a father whose love transcends wealth. Money can provide comfort, but it can never replace the warmth of a father's embrace, the security of his presence, or the strength of his guidance. A father who teaches his children about respect, kindness, and resilience leaves them with riches far greater than gold. A child raised with love and wisdom will always have an advantage over a child raised with only financial privilege. A rich father might be able to give his children an easy life, but a father who instills values in his children gives them the tools to create their own success, no matter where they start. Some of the greatest success stories come from individuals who were not born into wealth but had fathers who taught them the importance of perseverance and integrity. These fathers may not have had financial resources, but they gave their children something far greater: belief in themselves. They taught them to work hard, to never give up, and to face challenges with courage. This kind of love and support shapes a child's future in a way that money never can. No matter how much a father earns, his love remains the same. He worries about his children's future, dreams of their success, and does everything in his power to protect them from hardship. He sacrifices his own comforts to ensure his children have the best chance at a good life. The weight of responsibility that a father carries is immense, but he shoulders it without complaint, driven by love alone. A father's love is a silent force. It does not always come in grand gestures or expensive gifts, but in the small, everyday moments that shape a child's life. It is in the way he teaches them to ride a bike, in the way he listens to their problems, and in the way he stands by them even when they make mistakes. A father's love is in the strength of his hands that build a future for his family, in the wisdom of his words that guide his children's decisions, and in the sacrifices he makes so that his children can have a better life. As children, we may not always understand the struggles our fathers face, but as we grow older, we begin to see the depth of their love. We realize that their efforts were not just about providing for us financially, but about shaping us into strong, capable individuals. Whether our fathers were rich or poor, they gave us the greatest gift of all: their unconditional love. That is why a father, regardless of his financial status, will always be the best. A father's presence in a child's life is not measured by his wealth, but by the time, love, and wisdom he imparts. The financial circumstances of a family may fluctuate, but a father's love remains constant, shaping the character, strength, and future of his children. Some fathers can afford to provide a life of luxury, while others may struggle to make ends meet. However, neither riches nor poverty define the greatness of a father. It is his heart, his sacrifices, and his guidance that truly matter. A father who does not have vast financial resources often compensates with something even more valuable: his time and attention. He may not always be able to buy expensive gifts or take his children on luxurious vacations, but he offers something far more meaningful: his presence. He is there to celebrate their successes, to support them in their failures, and to teach them life's most important lessons through his own experiences. A child who grows up with a father who listens, encourages, and leads by example is given a foundation of strength that no amount of money could ever replace. In many cases, children raised by fathers who have struggled financially develop a deep sense of gratitude and resilience. They witness firsthand the sacrifices their fathers make, the long hours at work, the sleepless nights spent worrying about their family's future, and the willingness to put their own needs aside for the sake of their children. These experiences shape them, teaching them the value of hard work, determination, and perseverance. A child raised in a wealthy household may have access to comfort and privilege, but a child raised by a father who teaches them the importance of resilience and discipline is given something far more valuable: an unshakable mindset. Fathers who have faced financial hardships often teach their children that success is not defined by wealth, but by the ability to overcome obstacles. They instill a sense of self-reliance, demonstrating that even in difficult times, one must keep moving forward. They teach their children that failure is not the end, but an opportunity to grow stronger. Such lessons are priceless because they prepare a child for the realities of life, equipping them with the skills to navigate challenges with courage and grace. A father's love is expressed in ways that go beyond material gifts. It is in the wisdom he shares, the discipline he instills, and the sacrifices he makes. A father who ensures that his children receive a good education, even if it means working multiple jobs, showing a love deeper than money could ever express. A father who encourages his child to follow their dreams, even if he himself never had the opportunity to do so, is giving his child the gift of belief. A father who teaches his child right from wrong, who leads with integrity and kindness, leaves behind a legacy of character that lasts for generations. Some fathers may not have the means to provide a life of luxury, but they offer something even more meaningful: unwavering support. They may not be able to buy expensive school supplies, but they sit down and help their children with homework. They may not be able to afford high-end toys, but they build memories through simple joys like playing in the park or telling bedtime stories. These moments, though seemingly small, shape a child's sense of security and belonging. They create an emotional bond that no material possession could ever replace. A father's greatness is not defined by his financial success, but by his willingness to put his children's needs before his own. Even the wealthiest fathers cannot buy the genuine respect and love of their children. It must be earned through care, understanding, and presence. A father who prioritizes his family, who leads by example, and who loves unconditionally will always be the richest man in his child's eyes, regardless of his bank account. As children grow older, they begin to see the sacrifices their fathers made, the wisdom they imparted, and the silent struggles they endured. They understand that while financial stability is important, it is not what defines a father's worth. A father who has given his child a strong foundation of values, a sense of purpose, and a belief in their own abilities has given them the most valuable inheritance of all. Whether rich or poor, a father's love is the greatest gift a child can ever receive, and that is why he will always be the best choker. A father's influence is not measured by the wealth he accumulates, but by the values he instills in his children. A truly great father is one who leads by example, teaching his children the importance of honesty, integrity, and perseverance. Whether a father is rich or poor, his impact is felt through the principles he upholds and the lessons he passes down. A child raised by a father who emphasizes hard work, kindness, and responsibility grows up with a strong moral compass, prepared to navigate the complexities of life. One of the most significant ways a father shapes his child's future is through his work ethic. A father who works tirelessly to provide for his family, regardless of his financial situation, teaches his children the importance of perseverance. A wealthy father may have built his success through years of effort and determination, while a struggling father may work long hours to make ends meet. In both cases, the lesson remains the same. Hard work and dedication are essential for achieving one's goals. A child who grows up witnessing their father's relentless effort understands that success is not given. It is earned. Beyond work ethic, a father's character plays a crucial role in shaping his child's values. A father who treats others with kindness and respect teaches his child the importance of empathy. Whether he is a businessman or a laborer, his actions set an example for how his child should interact with the world. A child who sees their father stand up for what is right, show compassion to those in need, and remain humble despite success, learns to prioritize values over material wealth. A father's discipline and guidance also play a crucial role in a child's development. While love and support are essential, discipline provides structure. A father who sets clear expectations and teaches accountability prepares his child for the real world. Whether he is enforcing steady habits, encouraging responsibility, or teaching the value of honesty, his guidance lays the foundation for his child's future success. A father's firm but fair approach helps his child understand that life requires both effort and discipline. Fathers also instill resilience in their children, showing them how to handle challenges and setbacks. A father who has faced hardships, whether financial struggles or personal obstacles, teaches his child that failure is not the end but a stepping stone to growth. A child who sees their father rise after every fall learns that difficulties are a part of life, not an excuse to give up. Whether a father has achieved great success or continues to struggle, his ability to face challenges with strength and determination becomes a lesson in resilience for his children. Another invaluable lesson a father imparts is the importance of self-belief. A father who encourages his child to dream big and work hard instills confidence. He may not always have the resources to provide everything his child wants, but his belief in their potential is far more valuable. When a father tells his child, "You can achieve anything if you work for it," he plants a seed of self-confidence that will guide them throughout their life. A father's love is often expressed through sacrifice. He may go without luxuries to ensure his child has the best opportunities, whether in education, career, or personal growth. These sacrifices, though sometimes unnoticed in childhood, become clear as children grow older and recognize the depth of their father's commitment. Whether rich or poor, a father's willingness to prioritize his child's well-being above his own needs is a testament to his love. A child who grows up under a father's guidance learns that life is about more than just financial success. It is about integrity, perseverance, and love. A father's presence, his words, and his actions create a lasting impact, shaping his child's future in ways that money never could. Whether a father is wealthy or struggling, his role as a guide, protector, and mentor makes him irreplaceable. True success is not in riches, but in the legacy of values and character a father leaves behind in his children, making him the greatest role model a child could ever have. A father's role extends far beyond providing financial stability. Thought. His influence is deeply rooted in the wisdom he imparts, the example he sets, and the love he gives. A truly great father is not defined by his wealth, but by his ability to guide his children through life's challenges, teaching them lessons that no amount of money can buy. He is the foundation upon which a child builds their character, dreams, and aspirations. His guidance, whether through words or actions, shapes how his child perceives the world and navigates through it. It's one of the most profound lessons a father teaches his child is the value of respect, both self-respect and respect for others. The child observes how their father treats people, whether they are family, friends, or strangers. A father who treats others with kindness and dignity, regardless of their status, teaches his child that every person deserves respect. This lesson remains with the child throughout life, influencing how they interact with people and how they perceive themselves. A father's ability to show respect, even in the face of adversity, teaches his child the power of maintaining composure and dignity. Beyond respect, a father instills in his children the importance of responsibility. Life is filled with obligations, and a father who fulfills his duties, no matter how big or small, sets an example. He teaches his children that responsibility is not just about doing what is expected, but about taking ownership of one's actions. Whether it's paying bills on time, keeping promises, or helping around the house, his actions reinforce the idea that being responsible is a fundamental part of life. And a child who grows up with a responsible father learns that reliability and trustworthiness are qualities that define a person's character. A father's role also includes being a source of emotional strength for his children. Life is full of highs and lows, and a father who remains steady through it all teaches his children the importance of resilience. When difficulties arise, a father's support provides comfort and reassurance. He may not always have the answers, but his presence alone can be a source of strength. A child who knows they have a father who believes in them is more likely to take on challenges with confidence. Fathers also teach patience through their actions. A father who listens to his child without rushing them, who explains things calmly, and who demonstrates understanding even in difficult situations shows that patience is a virtue. Whether teaching a child how to ride a bike, helping with schoolwork, or guiding them through a tough decision, his patience teaches them that learning and growth take time. This lesson extends into adulthood, where patience becomes crucial in personal and professional relationships. Another significant aspect of a father's guidance is teaching his children the importance of honesty. A father who leads with integrity, who keeps his word, and who admits when he is wrong, teaches his child that honesty is a principle that should never be compromised. Children who grow up seeing their father uphold truthfulness understand that honesty builds trust and credibility. That just is about compatibility. In a world where shortcuts and deception may seem like the easy way out, a father's lesson on honesty becomes a guiding principle that shapes his child's decisions and interactions. Fathers also play an essential role in teaching the value of gratitude. A father who expresses appreciation for what he has, rather than complaining about what he lacks, teaches his children to focus on the positives in life. Gratitude is not just about saying a thank you. It's about recognizing and appreciating the efforts of others. A child who sees their father being grateful, whether for a simple meal, a job opportunity, or the love of family, learns that contentment and happiness come from within, not from material possessions. Ultimately, a father's influence is felt in the way his children grow into adulthood, carrying with them the lessons he has taught. His guidance is not about controlling his child's life, but about preparing them to make wise choices. He gives them the tools to face challenges with confidence, to treat others with kindness, and to live with integrity. His role is not measured by the wealth he accumulates, but by the wisdom and strength he imparts. Regardless of financial status, a father who teaches values, principles, and love leaves behind a legacy far greater than money, a legacy that lives on through his children. A father's presence in a child's life is not measured by the size of his bank account, but by the depth of his love and the sacrifices he makes. He is the silent protector, the unwavering support, and the constant guide who shapes his child's life through his actions rather than his words. Whether rich or poor, a father who dedicates himself to the well-being of his family holds a value that no amount of money can replace. His role is not defined by material wealth, but by the time, effort, and love he invests in his child's growth and happiness. A father's sacrifices often go unnoticed, but they are the foundation upon which a family is built. He wakes up early, works long hours, and often puts his own dreams and desires on hold to provide for his family. He may not always express his struggles, but his actions speak louder than words. A child who sees their father working tirelessly understands that providing for a family is not just about money. It's about commitment and responsibility. A father who sacrifices his own comfort to ensure his child has a better future teaches the most profound lesson of all. Love is about giving, not receiving, beyond financial sacrifices. A father often makes personal sacrifices that shape his child's understanding of dedication. He may skip social gatherings, give up personal time, or delay his own ambitions to be present for his family. These sacrifices, though often unseen, are acts of love that define a father's true worth. A father who makes time for his child, despite his busy schedule, teaches that presence is more valuable than presence. His willingness to put family first instills in his child a deep sense of security and appreciation, showing that true wealth lies in relationships, not possessions. A father's sacrifices are also reflected in the lessons he teaches through discipline and guidance. He does not spoil his child with luxuries, but instead instills the values of hard work, patience, and perseverance. A father who encourages his child to earn what they desire, rather than handing it to them, teaches self-reliance. He may not always say yes to every request, but his firm guidance helps his child grow into a responsible and capable individual. His sacrifices in enforcing discipline, even when it's difficult, ensure that his child learns to navigate the world with integrity and resilience. More than anything, a father's sacrifices create a blueprint for his child's future. A child who grows up watching their father work hard, remain honest, and put family first will carry those values into their own life. They learn that success is not about shortcuts, but about persistence. They understand that love is not just about words, but about actions. They realize that the strength of a person is not measured by how much they take, but by how much they give. These lessons, learned through observation and experience, become the guiding principles that shape their future decisions and relationships. Even in difficult times, a father remains a pillar of strength. He may face financial hardships, personal struggles, or professional challenges, but he endures them silently, ensuring that his child never feels the weight of his burdens. His sacrifices often go unspoken, but their impact lasts a lifetime. A father's true wealth lies not in his possessions, but in the wisdom he imparts, the love he gives, and the sacrifices he makes to build a better life for his child. A father's love is not measured by his wealth, but by the depth of his devotion and the silent sacrifices he makes. Regardless of his financial status, a father carries the same dreams for his child, to see them grow, succeed, and find happiness. He may not always voice his struggles, but behind every effort he makes is a desire to create a better future for his family. He does not seek recognition for what he does, nor does he expect repayment. His love is unconditional, expressed through his actions rather than words. A father's role is one of protection and guidance. Whether rich or poor, his primary goal is to shield his child from harm and prepare them for the challenges of life. He teaches through his own example, demonstrating resilience in the face of adversity and showing that strength is not about dominance but about endurance. A wealthy father might provide financial security, but a father without riches offers something just as valuable: wisdom, integrity, and the ability to navigate life with dignity. A father's presence is more valuable than any material possession he can provide. A child will not remember the price of the gifts they received, but will always remember the moments their father was there for them. It is in the small, everyday gestures: a reassuring hand on the shoulder, the patience to listen, the willingness to put his own needs aside, that a father's love is truly felt. He may not always have the luxury of time, but when he chooses to be present, he gives his child a priceless gift: the feeling of being valued and important. In times of hardship, a father becomes the foundation upon which his family leans. He bears the burdens of financial struggles, personal sacrifices, and unspoken worries so that his child can grow without fear. He does not complain about his responsibilities, even when they weigh heavily on his shoulders. Sanvias. Instead, he moves forward, ensuring that his family's needs are met before his own. A father who struggles financially may not be able to give his child a life of luxury, but he gives them something far greater: an example of perseverance, determination, and unconditional love. A father's lessons extend beyond what can be taught in words. He shapes his child's character through the way he treats others, the honesty in his actions, and the kindness he displays even when no one is watching. A father who works tirelessly to provide for his family teaches his child the value of hard work. A father who remains humble despite success shows the importance of gratitude. A father who faces setbacks without giving up demonstrates true strength. These are the lessons that a child carries throughout life, shaping their own path and decisions. Regardless of financial status, a father's love remains constant. The wealthiest father cannot buy the bond that comes from shared laughter, understanding, and mutual respect. A poor father may not be able to offer luxuries, but he can offer guidance, encouragement, and unwavering support. At the end of the day, it is not money that defines a father's worth. It is the love he gives, the sacrifices he makes, and the way he shapes his child's future through his presence and example.